Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow, and I'd like to ask how everyone's doing in the new year. I have here one of the Premium Tier VIII Chinese medium tanks, the T-34-3, the others being the 59 patent on the Type 59. However, the Type 59 is very difficult to get your hands on. The 59 patent seems to come around during specials, so you can't get one of those. I did purchase one during the New Year's, so I thought I'd take a look at the T-34-3. This vehicle did get a slight buff in patch 9.13, and that is an improvement in gun depression. Before, previous to patch 9.13, it had 3 degrees of gun depression, which isn't that great. You've got a pretty good turret, but you can't really use it effectively with the 3 degrees of gun depression. Now, it has been improved. It is 5 degrees of gun depression, which isn't that great, but it now brings it on par with the Russian medium vehicles, specifically the T-54 I'm thinking of. So it should be able to do a little bit better. I've always liked the T-34-3, but with that slight improvement in gun depression, it might work out a little bit better. One of the other advantages of this vehicle is the preferential matchmaking. It only sees up to tier 9, and that's kind of a good thing. The penetration of the large 122mm cannon is only 175mm, so it's a little bit difficult to fight against a tier 10 vehicle. 390 alpha damage though, so that's really nice. The premium rounds receive 250mm of penetration, and those are heat rounds, so they work well in certain situations, such as flat armor. Another disadvantage of the vehicle is basically the gun handling. Oops. I was going in to see if I can take care of, or take a shot into the, well, one of these vehicles here. There we go. I just ricocheted a shot from an ISU-152. That's interesting. Maybe it was using another 122mm cannon instead of the large 152mm BL-10. So as I was saying, the disadvantage was the rate of fire. It's only 4.48 rounds per minute. It can be improved with the crew and ventilation and all those things. The aim time, not very good. What is the aim time? 3.4 second aim time with a 0.46 accuracy, so that's pretty bad, and the DPM is only 1700, so that's not that great, but the alpha damage really makes people not want to get hit. The turret and hull traverse is at 46 degrees per second, but right now we're going to take a look at the gun depression. That 5 degrees, I can just about make the Yak Panther, but I'm going to climb up all the way over since he's not paying attention too much. And it has a 14.65 horsepower per ton weight ratio. So that's not too bad. You can get up to a decent speed. The top speed is 50 kilometers per hour, but you do need to get a little bit of a run up for this vehicle. And you can see a little bit of sniping right here. It's not the best. The cost of shells in this vehicle is not very cheap. It's 1,025 credits for an armor-piercing round, but the heat rounds, the premium ones, are 5,600 credits. So that's not very cheap. This is still a premium vehicle, so you do get a little bit of extra added credits. But firing a lot of those 5,600 credit shells is probably not going to do wonders for your credit earnings. The turret armor is 190mm thick on the front, 120 on the side, and 60 at the rear, with the hull armor being 90mm on the front, 50 on the side, and 50 at the rear. Let's take a look at the endgame stats. Managed to bounce 3 shells and a tiny bit of assisted damage, so I suppose that's spotting. It does get 380 meter view range, so that's not too bad. 2,007 points of damage done to the enemy with 4 kills. However, I did do a little bit team killing there on the Type 64 for 11 damage there. 6 shots fired, 6 hits, 6 penetrations, so I did manage to get all my hits in. And the low amount of shells fired and the high amount of damage that you can do with this vehicle means that you might be able to compensate for the high shell cost as long as you hit every shot. So thanks for watching, please press that like button, leave some comments, and I will see you in future videos.